As this ministerial meeting comes to a close, let me reflect on today's discussions. Just to introduce some data, we had participation of ministers and vice ministers from 46 countries in today's meeting, including all the contributions through video messages and written statements. The number is even higher at 96 countries. I would like to express my gratitude for this high turnout and for your positive input and constructive discussions. I'd also like to thank Dr. Stair, WRI President and CEO, Mr. Hart, UN Special Advisor, and Mr. Munoz, COP25 High-Level Champion for Climate Action, for their excellent facilitation. I believe the significance of the theme of this meeting is now well recognized, namely redesigning our socio-economic system through the three transitions in our recovery efforts from the coronavirus pandemic. This meeting also highlighted that even though we are still struggling to recover from the damage of the pandemic, concrete progress in climate action is being made in many sectors of our economy, all across the world. I found this very encouraging. Furthermore, we were reminded of significant efforts made by non-state actors as an essential part of the global climate action. This can be seen in the Zero Carbon City movement and the expansion of ESG investments. Specifically, allow me to reflect on some of today's discussion. Many speakers emphasized the importance of enhancing the NDCs and achieving carbon neutrality in 2050. We also had many insightful comments on the three transitions, not only decarbonization, but also circular economy and decentralized society, as we make efforts to recover from the crisis of the coronavirus pandemic. I felt encouraged to hear many countries expressing their support to the concept of redesign I proposed. Some said they wish to incorporate the concept in their policy. Many speakers also expressed their expectation of the platform for redesign as a venue for sharing experiences and solidarity. I will make sure the chair's summary will capture all these points. Going forward, Japan will share the outcome of today's meeting with the international community as a point of reference so that we can all join forces to redesign our world through the three transitions. As the coronavirus pandemic and the climate crisis will continue to challenge humanity, Japan will strive to keep the international momentum high for redesigning our socio-economic system through a variety of initiatives, including Platform for Redesign 2020. At the closing of today's event, I would like to pass the microphone to my dear co-organizer, Patricia Espinosa, UNFCCC, for your closing remarks. Patricia, please. Patricia? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
now?
you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Minister. It has been really a pleasure taking part of this platform launch, and I want to again congratulate you for your leadership in developing this very practical tool. The important turnout clearly marks the practicality and the usefulness of this initiative that you took only a few months ago. Dear ministers, in my opening remarks, I encourage you to move forward as quickly as possible to complete unfinished work on the climate change agenda. The time remaining to address climate change continues to shrink, while the urgency for action grows exponentially. We cannot afford to waste any time. If COP26 is to be a success, which it must be, we must have a clear vision for that success. Vision must be accompanied by action. I recognize that 2020 has completely changed the way we all work, but it cannot be used as a barrier impeding progress on climate change. The world cannot afford it. Instead, we must take advantage of our current circumstances. In the last few months, the virtual world has become even more relevant. We have found new ways and means to gather and share information, determination, and experience. This is crucial because it facilitates understanding at all levels of how the climate process works, why it's important, and what must come next. The Platform for Redesign 2020, launched today by Minister Koizumi, is an important part of this work and is one of the two extremely practical and virtual tools you now have at your disposal. By bringing together information, experiences, and lessons learned, as well as the financial implications, it can help facilitate your work. At the same time, and to support the immediate need for a sense of direction and to have more clarity moving forward, I'd also like to note that the Secretariat is making available an online tool to all parties and stakeholders. The tool is called Climate Hub 360. Ministers, this has been a year of many challenges, a year of unprecedented change, but we cannot allow this to distract us from the work that must be done to address climate change and to recover from COVID-19 in ways that we build a safe, clean, green, healthy, and sustainable future. Thank you again to Japan for this valuable tool, and to all of you. Let me again state that the Secretariat stands ready to assist you as we work towards a successful next few months and as we lay the foundation for a successful COP26. I'd like to end with these words. Chingyu wa hitosu, mina de mamoru. I know my Japanese pronunciation is not perfect, so let me restate in English. I said, there is only one Earth, let's protect it together. We have an opportunity few before us have had before. Let us use the tools at our disposal and get the job done. Thank you very much. Over to you, Minister.
Thank you very much, Patricia, for not only your excellent remarks, even in English and in Japanese, but all your help for holding this online event. Thank you, Patricia. Once again, thank you so much for joining this meeting. I know it was long, really long, much longer than I expected, but I really thank everyone who stayed until the end. As the initiator of this Platform for Redesign 2020, it gives me much pleasure to successfully conclude today's meeting. Thank you, everyone, my friends and colleagues who took part in this meeting. And of course, my team who organized this event and the UNFCCC Secretariat for their support. I'd also like to thank translators. Today, we were able to confirm countries' political will to tackle the global drought crisis. But as we head toward the UN Climate Change Conference, COP26, we cannot forget the remaining homework to realize the promises of the Paris Agreement and the unresolved negotiations on Article 6. Having said that, I remain hopeful. As shown during today's discussions, our solidarity can realize so many things together. Without doubt, our wisdom will allow us to overcome these two crises, and we will get the remaining homework done. This ministerial meeting has given me such confidence. It is already past midnight in Tokyo. I will have to say goodbye for now, but I look forward to seeing you all at COP26 and at any other climate talks. Until then, please take care of yourself and stay healthy. Once again, thank you and arigato. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Patricia.